Welcome back to sports, everybody. Well, the Texas Tech softball team trying to salvage the last game of the series this afternoon and not get swept by Rock Chalk. But KU has been playing well this series and clicking on all cylinders with timely hitting and great pitching and defense, while the Red Raiders have been struggling since returning from Stillwater. Tech trying to avoid falling to 1-5 on the season in Big 12 play. But KU had other ideas. No score, top of the third. Kara Custer in the circle for Tech, facing Shannon Naudine, and she strokes one to left center field. It leaves the yard. Her third big fly of the series, her fourth of the season. The Princeton, Texas native had a great series. Rock Chalk up 1-0. She went 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. Tech trying to regroup. Top of the seventh now. Brittany Talley in with the bases loaded for KU, and Maddie Stein is going to come up and slap one. She goes opposite field. Great try by Shelby Johnson, but she can't haul it in. And that would score Naudine, Alex Jones, and Maggie Hull. Makes it 4-zip. Stein went 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs, and they go up 4-0 in the top of the seventh. Freshman Kelsey Kessler, stellar in the circle, 1 out away from a no-hitter. Sandy James trying to break up the no-no, and she flies out to right field. KU goes on to win today 4-0. Kessler, the freshman, first collegiate no-no, sweep the series. Kessler in the circle this series, 15 2/3 scoreless innings.
Right now, what's killing us is the middle of our lineup that's usually productive isn't hitting very well, and we don't have anybody to pick them up. And so while they're struggling, boy, we're taking some wallops. Seems like when Sandy and AP have good days and get a couple of hits, boy, we do pretty good. Today was a shame because I thought Kara Custer was the best pitcher out there today, even though she made a bad pitch and they hit it out. I mean, she's been getting it done. Her and Brittany Talley have both been pretty good, and so it's a shame when you get the kind of pitching performances that we've got that you don't take advantage of them, and I'm not used to not doing that.
And it gets no easier for Tech. They will host OU, ranked #1 in the nation. Crimson come to town 33-2. They will be here to the Hub Friday through Sunday. How did the baseball team fare today in Manhattan? They lost again today. They fall 12-2 today. They're now 17-17 on the year and 4-8 in the Big 12. They will play at Dallas Baptist on Tuesday night at 6:30. Well, the Red Raiders tennis team trying to rebound after falling against Tulsa on Friday night, 4-3, hosting Baylor this afternoon, trying to avoid dropping another important match, jumping back into Big 12 play. Vitor Manzini, Tech's #1 singles player. He's taking on Patrick Perdrella, and Manzini serving in the far court. Perdrella returns it, but then Manzini with the strong forehand winner for the point, but he would fall today in 3 sets. Felipe Sordes now on court 3, facing Matt Siga. Sordes will get the point eventually right here, but he would also fall in his match. He won the first one 6-3, but then fell 3-6, 2-6. Tough weekend for men's tennis, losing 2 matches at home Friday and then today. They lost today 6-1. Today, and they will play Oklahoma State on Friday at 6 o'clock. They will host them, and then they will host OU next Sunday, a week from today, at 1 o'clock. Tennis, yes, we did have victorious women. They won last night. They beat UT 4-3, 4 matches to 3 to take sole possession of first place in the Big 12. They're now 5-0 on the season in the Big 12 and made history by winning for the first time ever in Austin. They will continue to play on the road. They'll head to the Little Apple, play at Kansas State on Friday, April the 12th, then slide to the good old 785 of Lawrence and take on KU. Well, when we come back on the other side of the break, battle for LA. I'll explain when we come back. And Tech Track did work yesterday on a gorgeous day. I'll tell you what exactly in just a few minutes. Sit tight.
14, Maggie Hull.
So now Maggie Hull step in. Enters the game batting .486 on the season. Entered the weekend batting .490, which was tops in the Big 12 Conference. Watches that first pitch from Kara Custer miss on the outside corner. Hull during the series 3 for 7 at the plate for the Kansas Jayhawks. Custer takes a long look into Elkins for the sign. The 1-0 pitch on the way. That's framed on the inside corner for a called strike. Count goes to 1-1 here on Hull. Defensively for Texas Tech in the infield from left to right, Sydney Tapia at third, Samantha Camelo at short, Brooke Scott at second, Sandy James at first. 1-1 pitch misses for ball 2. Out in the outfield from left to right, it goes Shelby Johnson in left, Mikey Kenny in center, Caitlin Williams in right. And then Lexi Elkins is the battery mate for Kara Custer behind the plate. 2-1 pitch, misses for ball 3.
Custer is being set up by Elkins on the outside part of the plate. A couple of pitches have gone into the other batter's box.
Custer ready. 3-1 pitch on the way. That's grounded right back up the middle past the glove of Kara Custer. And Maggie Hall improved her to 4 for 8 in this series as she gets the first hit of the afternoon for the Kansas Jayhawks with a single up the middle.
Maggie Hall showing why she was drafted 11th overall by the Chicago Bandits in the NPF with another hit right there.
Into the box.
That's exactly what you want when you lead off the inning. Just get on base, and this happens to be a hit, so it can fire up these Jayhawks pretty fast.
Red Raiders in their gray uniforms, red lettering, red socks today. As Kara Custer gets ready, on the move is the runner, and she's tagged and she's safe as Alex Hugo has a stolen base. Second stolen base of the series for her, and on the season make her 4 for 5 out on the base pads.
Hugo made it. She made it to second base because she went to the back of the bag. Lexi Elkins, she's throwing right on the money today.
Kansas taking a risk running on Kara Custer, who has such a fast delivery to the plate. So that's in there for a called strike as Rosie Hull was squaring to bunt. Kansas wearing white pants, blue stripe down the side, blue top uniform with red down the side of their uniforms, blue and white helmet with the Jayhawk logo on the front and red letters on the back. 0-2 pitch on the way from Custer as that's a slap hit over there to third. Coming up throwing is Sydney Tapia. Throw back to third. In time. And what a play as Sydney Tapia throws over to Sandy James to retire.
Takes it out to right field. And what an amazing catch by Rosie Hull to end the inning. 0-0. We will go into the third inning.
Bunt attempt goes down Alex Jones, so that'll bring up Maggie Hall, who's 1 for 1 today. Got the first hit of the ball game for Kansas back in the first inning. She was stranded over on third base. Kansas has stranded 2 runners out on the base pads today.
Not sure if a throw was needed on the Alex Jones at bat because the home plate umpire called her out before the throw was even made.
No balls, 1 strike here on Maggie Hall. 0-1 pitch on the way and swing and a foul back to the screen. Count goes to 0-2 on Hull. And of course, Hull is the player that, or Maggie Hull is the player that's most talked about on this Kansas Jayhawk team because of her batting average, her records at Kansas, of course being drafted this year. 0-2 pitch on the way to Hull. Dips low and outside in the dirt. Good job by Elkins to pick that one up off the dirt.
And there's only 4 teams in the National Pro Fast Pitch League, and so to be drafted is a tremendous honor if you're a college softball player.
1-2 pitch on the way to Hull, and she'll ground this on the left side of the infield. Coming up is Camelo. Camelo throws to James in time. James had to stretch out a little bit for that one, but makes the catch. And that will
game. So it counts as an infield single, and that'll bring up Rosie Hull, who is playing right field today. She's had a nice grab in right field today. Hull in the batter's box. She's a left-hander, and pitch number 1 looks like a pitch out. It's into the right-hand batter's box, and coming up is catcher Lexi Elkins, but Alex Hugo decides not to go. Custer with a pitch, a swinging strike with a lunge. Rosie Hull swings, and that'll make the count 1-1. 1-0 Jayhawks, top of the 4th. And Custer with a pitch and a foul ball as Rosie Hull tried to check her swing, but it hits her bat, and the count is 1-2. Runner on first is Alex Hugo. Rosie Hull up to bat. 1-2 the count, 2 outs. Kara Custer with a pitch. A swinging bouncer goes foul. It's picked up by Sydney Tapia, and she will throw it back to Custer, and we'll do the 1-2 pitch again. 1-0 Jayhawks. Shannon Nadine with her 3rd homer of the series. And a 1-2 count goes to 2-2 with a ball low and in the right-hand batter's box. Rosie Hull, a left-hander, number 8, the right fielder for the Jayhawks today. Custer with the pitch, and it's bounced right back at her, goes off her glove, may have went off her head, but regardless, everybody is safe, and there are now runners at first and second, and that will bring up shortstop Chaley Brickey, number 12.
That's Elkins.
Well, Lexi Elkins, excuse us, number 20, Lexi Elkins. 3-2 the count. Kessler throws. And a pop-up right back to Kessler, and down goes Elkins for out number 2.
Strikeouts to end the inning. 6 strikeouts in the game for Kessler, and down go the Red Raiders. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the 7th inning. Kansas leads 1-0. You're listening to Red Raider softball. Down in the circle, Garrett Custer goes 6 2/3 innings. But Coach Hayes wanted to get Tally out there for this batter. And of course, it's Maggie Hull that'll step in to swing the bat here with 2 outs. First pitch misses for ball 1.
Dangerous hitter Maggie Hull, drafted 11th overall in the MPF. You got to take her seriously.
Hayes going with the lefty-lefty matchup here. 1-0 pitch on the way. Big looping curveball drops in and misses for ball 2. So count goes to 2-0 here on Hull. Tally coming out of the pen this afternoon, trying to get this final out of the top of the 7th. 2-0 pitch on the way. That one will drop in there for a called strike. A beautiful off-speed pitch by Brittany Tally. She finds the strike zone there. There's a change of pitching styles here for Kansas because Custer throws so hard and Tally's more of a finesse pitcher. 2-1 pitch on the way. Throws that high and inside for ball 3. So count will run to 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. We got Nadine at 3rd. Jones at 1st. Maggie Hull at the plate. Looking to add to the Kansas lead.
All you got to do is get 1 out. Doesn't matter how you get it, just get it.
3-1 pitch on the way. That'll miss on the outside corner. Lexi Elkins trying to frame that pitch, but not able to. So the walk to Maggie Hull loads the bases for Maddie Stein.
Now batting for Kansas, the
And Stein, another left-handed pitcher and batter. So clear the bases for Kansas. And just like that, a 4-0 lead for the Kansas Jayhawks.
The bases aren't quite cleared, but yeah, on second base with a 3 RBI double. That's the tough thing about getting 0-2. You can't select your pitch. You have to hit. You have to swing at whatever the pitcher gives you.
So Kessler steps back onto the rubber. Ready to go. First pitch. Misses for ball 1.
And we see Sandy James taking a ball. She's going to try to be patient as she can here.
1 ball, no strikes here on James. Kessler ready. 1-0 pitch on the way. James lifts this one in the right field. Ranging back is Rosie Hull. And Hull makes the catch. And just like that, the game is over. Kansas sweeps the Red Raiders. And also, Kelsey Kessler has no hit Texas Tech.
On behalf of Coach Shannon Hayes,
A no-hitter for Kelsey Kessler and the Kansas Jayhawks in the series finale as Texas Tech falls today 4-0. Kansas 4 runs on 7 hits, no errors. Texas Tech no runs on no hits and 3 errors. So Texas Tech drops to 27-17 overall, 1-5 in Big 12 play. Kansas improves to 24-10, 3-3 in Big 12 play, and another series loss.
Takes it out to right field, and what an amazing catch by Rosie Hull to end the inning. 0-0, we will go into the third inning.
Mets are amazing, 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 amazing. They're just finding out now that it's just October, and they found out now around the United States and all the patrons of New York City and Shea Stadium that they are amazing. They'll be amazing, amazing, amazing. And this year, I want you to follow them. They'll be known in all the periodicals because they'll be in South America. New Year's Day will be their best game. This here will get over in a hurry because the other clubs have to be strengthened more.